Welcome to The Drink Show, a drinking show with a culture problem. I'm Jeff Ward, and today we're here at Deutsch's house to celebrate Oktoberfest. I've got my sauerkraut, my lederhosen, and my wingman Fritz here to find out what gets these Germans so excited. Are you ready, Fritz?
Now, Deutsch's house has taken over the idea of Oktoberfest and brought it to New Orleans, very similar to what you would find in Munich, on a much smaller scale, of course, with drinking and dancing and singing and just having a good time. Many people at Deutsch's house are like me. They have absolutely no connection with German, but they just enjoy the friendliness of the people, the friendship, the ability to sing a song or two, or to listen to other people sing songs, to lift a stein or two of beer. The Gemütlichkeit, as the Germans would say, makes it quite different from a bar where you just go, put your money down and have a drink. And you feel like a family, even if there's somebody whose face you don't recognize. Introduce yourself, and very soon you're like a family.
So while Fritz works on his chicken dance, let's talk about what Oktoberfest is really all about. Great beer. Most well-known American beers are based off of German beers. So here's Beermeister Greg Schaaf with a lesson in German beer.
All beer falls under two categories, lagers and ales. When we're talking about German beer, we're usually talking about lagers. The Germans enacted the German Beer Purity Law in 1516 that mandated that all beer in Germany be made of only 3 ingredients: water, malted barley, and hops. Yeast was in there too, but they didn't know about it at the time. Those 4 ingredients make beer. Today, we're going to talk about our beers on a scale from hops to malt. More toward the hop side of things, you've got your regular lagers like Budweiser, Stella Artois, and your pilsners, such as Pilsner Urquell. Hops give a slightly bitter taste, and depending on the type of hops, a citrus or nutty flavor. On the malt side, you've got your Box, Doppelbox, sometimes called liquid bread by the monks. A malty beer has a sweeter, grainier flavor and makes for a heavier beer. Wheat beers, like Blue Moon and Hefeweizen, will also be on the malty side. But since it's Oktoberfest, let's talk about Oktoberfest beers. An Oktoberfest beer is a kind of Marzen beer, which is all about hitting that perfect hops and malt balance. Marzen in German means March. Traditionally, these beers were brewed in March and aged in caves by monks until they were ready to drink in October. Nowadays, you can find Oktoberfest beers made by all kinds of breweries in America: Shiner, Sam Adams, Abita, but one widely available classic German Oktoberfest beer is the Paulaner Oktoberfest. Try one this year and see if you can taste that perfect hops to malt balance.
We're celebrating today at Deutsch's house, which has been a center for German culture in New Orleans for over 50 years. A good bar needs good regulars, and we talked to this couple who met here over 50 years ago and are still holding down the fort today.
I'm Hans Heinemann, and I'm an alien from Germany.
Pat Heinemann, and I live in Gretna.
5 of us in the German service decided to take a trip.
My 2 girlfriends were taking me out to eat for New Year's Eve.
Went to Kolb's restaurant on St. Charles Avenue.
They said, let's go to the Deutsch's house. And I said, I'm sure my mother wouldn't want me to go there.
There was a waiter there, and they told us, why don't you go to the Deutsch's house tonight? They are going to have a party for New Year's Eve.
When I met Hans, he was in his German uniform.
We danced, we talked.
And decided we were going to be pen pals.
We promised to keep writing letters.
So we really got to know each other. In fact, maybe even better than had he been here and we were just casually dating.
Well, I decided to marry. She decided, okay, come over here and I'll marry you.
So he said, well, why don't you come to Germany? Well, that didn't go over too well with my mother, but I thought, why not?
Saturday we got married in church.
And I stayed there until 1965, and we came back here.
Of course, every time we came down to the we went to the Deutsch's house. Every time.
I had 160 people here to celebrate my 50th wedding anniversary, and I met them practically all here.
In the last festivals, for the last 25 years, I probably worked in the kitchen.
You have to have a sense of humor and be a little goofy. I'm talking about you now.
And be tolerant, yeah.
And tolerant, yeah.
We love cultures that love drinking, and the Germans certainly know their way around a good beer. So get down to your local Oktoberfest, grab a beer. You just might meet the love of your life. Right, Fritz? Thanks for watching. Next time you see me, you can buy me a drink.